Today I'm going to be going over the most frequently asked questions for real estate agents about video marketing. I just finished up my workday. I've been compiling some questions over the past few weeks from clients, sales calls, people in the industry, and I figured that I could make an off the cusp, off the top of the head video going over some of the most commonly asked questions as it relates to video marketing in the real estate industry. So the first question I have written down here is why YouTube? Well, I think why YouTube is a great question. A lot of agents have a gazillion different ways to market their business: cold calling, mailers, networking events, open houses, things like that. So why YouTube? Why video effectively? And as it relates to YouTube being the primary social media platform that we prioritize, it's for two reasons. A, it gives you the highest ROI on your time, and B, it is the best brand building tool out there. The way that it gives you a super high ROI is because, for example, say you are selling a house, you create a listing video. After the sale of that home, what good does that listing video do? When you create YouTube videos, you can still generate conversations and leads from videos that you posted weeks, months, and sometimes even years ago if you're optimizing them correctly. And as to why YouTube is the #1 brand building tool, well, I look at it as simply as this. YouTube prioritizes and rewards longer formatted videos compared to the short form platforms. With the short form platforms, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts even, people might only be spending 5, 7, 30 seconds with you. Whereas YouTube, if you are creating valuable, quality content, people are gonna be more compelled to stick around, watch the video, and effectively spend more time with you. When somebody spends more time with you, they can get to know you better. And then you would hope the more they get to know you, the more they like you. And the more they like you, essentially, the more they trust you. The second question I have here is, what would I recommend to anyone just starting out when it comes to posting content online? So what I typically tell people, if you've never posted before or you've done it very inconsistently, maybe you've done it in spurts, is to just achieve consistency. Consistency trumps all. It trumps quality, it trumps experience, it trumps skills, it trumps knowledge. If you consistently show up every single day, every single week, every single month even, you will stay top of mind and you will increase your chances for visibility. So when you dive into the world of content, just create a system, have some people in place, or do it within your own time to where you can be consistent, because being consistent is the #1 most important thing. The third question I have here in front of me is, how should I format my YouTube video scripts? I get this question a lot. A lot of people do not like or want to spend the time writing their video scripts. I'll preface it with this: content's art, video's art. So this is more or less just a guideline to then you can then use and get creative and add your own skills into it, etc. But basically the general structure that we follow is hook, intro, content, summary, CTA. Hook these people in, say a bold statement, first 3, 5, 7 seconds, introduce yourself, go into the meat of the video, make it progressive, and then summary and CTA, those are kind of 2 in 1, but do a quick conclusion, do a quick summary or recap of everything you just talked about, and then give them a call to action, like, follow, subscribe, call me, etc., whatever the video is about. The next question I have in front of me here is, how do I stand out online? If that's not the golden question. So I think the best piece of advice is really just try to be different. We live in a world where so many agents, you guys will go to a conference, you'll go to a brokerage meeting or a team meeting or something, and you'll just reference what other people are doing in the industry. And sure, take inspiration, okay? But more or less, what I see after talking to hundreds of agents is that everyone posts and does the same thing. All you have to do is just use common sense and say, okay, everyone in the industry, 95, 98% of the industry is marketing themselves online like this. They're posting their photos and their videos like this. Add some personality, be authentic, and be different. I know that's pretty generic advice, be different, but I promise you, just take a look at the way that agents are producing their videos and add your own flavor to it, because I promise you, just being different, being yourself will pay dividends. Okay, and getting into number 5, the 5th question we have here is, why is video better than other marketing vessels? Now, this is a question that I know ruffles a lot of agents in the industry. Real estate industry has been around long before video, social media, content came into the picture. So A lot of the traditional proven methods such as cold calling, door knocking, mailers, I don't know, asking for referrals, all these different types of things you guys do, open houses even. Why is video changing the way that the industry is marketing? Well, in my opinion, I think that video in social media, it just gives you unlimited opportunity to reach more people. I kind of look at it like this. If I'm a new real estate agent in a market and I have to establish myself and nobody knows who I am, it is much more efficient to sit at your office, your desk, go out in the town and create videos that don't have a ceiling on who can see it and who you can relate to and who you can connect with, compared to maybe doing more traditional methods. Now, this question is a bit interesting because it says, why is video better than other marketing vessels? I don't think it's necessarily better, but what I will say is that if you can do video consistently and you can start to crush video, A, you'll be marketing yourself and branding yourself differently than the majority of the industry, and it adds fuel to the fire for any other marketing vessel that you're also currently using. Okay, and getting into the sixth question I have jotted down here, it says, are there any underused strategies that you can share with us? So I think the simplest and most accessible strategy that I could recommend is probably just collaborating on Instagram. Now, what that is effectively is you can invite a collaborator to basically have the post show up on your feed and their feed as well without them having to really post anything. Now, the idea here is to find people, brands, and businesses in your local marketplace that you would want to get your face and your business in front of. For example, if you want to do a collaborative video with Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, that's here in Fort Lauderdale, it's a huge annual event. I just talked about this on my personal Instagram. You should be looking for any and everyone who'd be willing to do collaborative content. The way you approach these people is you say, hey, I'm gonna give you the reins. I'm gonna interview you, and you're gonna talk about yourself and your business, and I'll just be the one who produces and edits for you, and then I'll post it, and all you have to do is accept, and it'll show up on your feed. That's an example of leading with value. You approach somebody and you had an idea, you execute it in a way that the piece of content they produce is valuable for their audience. Say they're just talking about a new product they just launched, that's valuable for their audience. And all you're doing is interviewing them, for example, and letting them take the floor. That is a great way to get your face in front of different audiences, and it's very effective if you do it consistently. And getting into the last question here, number 7, I'm nervous about getting in front of camera. What can I do to work on this? Now, nobody's perfect on camera. Video number 1 is gonna be significantly worse than video 100. Don't compare an agent in your marketplace who crushes video and he's super comfortable and natural on camera. Don't compare their chapter 20 to your page 1, okay? Like working out, like cooking, like writing, reading, anything of that nature, the more reps you put in, the better you'll get. The better you get, the more natural and comfortable you'll be on camera. That translates very well over time to camera confidence, and camera confidence in 2024 is a skill that is so leverageable. I don't know if that's a word, but it's a skill that, if leveraged correctly, can give you dividends, a super high ROI for your business. So when you get on camera, when you start doing video, just understand it's gonna be a journey. It's not gonna be a linear line. You're gonna struggle, you're gonna stammer, you're gonna stutter. You're not gonna like the way you look in this video. You're not gonna like the way you maybe worded something. There's gonna be so many things that you're gonna look at that in the beginning just aren't as important as getting the reps in and posting and then eventually being consistent with it. And there you have it. That wraps up this off the cusp, super unstructured, poorly lit video. I just wanted to finally bring this video to life, wrapping up my workday, and I wanted to post a video of a lot of the questions that I get on a regular basis. If you found this video at all valuable, hit the subscribe button, comment any more questions you might have below, and I will see you in the next one.